Okay, I want to take a look at two tools, one being fairly new, this Composable-SDR, at least new to DragonOS LTS. I put it in just the most recent build, the R3 build, and then Inspectrum, which has been a part of DragonOS LTS, I think, from the beginning. So I haven't touched on either one. You can see here I've got the Composable-SDR page pulled up. It's aimed for SDR DSP processing. I have the app image downloaded because to be quite honest, I've fooled around a while now trying to build it myself to take into account more than just the RTL-SDR. But so far, I'm just using the app image, and it's built to use the RTL-SDR by default using Soapy-SDR. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some of the examples that are right here until I get more familiar with the tool, show you how to use it, and then we'll also take a look at Inspectrum, which will analyze the captured signals, and we'll tie it all together here using one of the examples. So I have an RTL-SDR plugged in. I will pull up, let's see, so I'll just pull up the newer cubic SDR that's built in, and we'll take a look. Should be something in about the 90, here we go, so 91.9. So we've got something active there, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's see, 91.9. Close out of cubic SDR, and then if we take a look down, we'll see that we won't do any demodulation at first, and we'll take the output and we'll spit it out in CF32 as an IQ sample file. We don't need to run exactly as it shows here, and then I'll just show you. So essentially, in the user source directory, we have what's called the Composable-SDR app image there. So if we do, let's see, make it a little easier. I'll take some of the command here, and I'll start with a ./Composable-SDR. We said that it was on 91.9, and because I have this app image sitting in the user source directory, you could use sudo and run this command, and it would just output by default the file right in this location here. But if you don't want to do that, you can use the O, and then you can say specify your home directory and spit it out right there. Just call it output. We'll let that run. Okay, and you can do it right in here, or you can open another terminal. But if you open up Inspectrum, you've got the little GUI interface here, or GUI. You can open file. We'll go to the home directory, and we can see right here the output.cf32. Open that. Now you can start to use Inspectrum to look at what we just captured with the RTL-SDR and the Composable-SDR. You can zoom in or out, change the power max minimal. You can right click and add sample amplitude and frequency plots, and then it'll put down it down on the bottom area there. Okay, so that's kind of combining two tools right there to do further signal analysis. I'll close out of Inspectrum, and we'll take a look. So essentially right there shows you looking at it in Inspectrum. We'll go ahead and we'll do, let's see, we'll skip this one. I don't have Audacity installed by default. We actually have, what do we have here? We've got this, we got Genome, we got VLC. I'm going to skip that example there. Baudline is not installed either. I had taken a look at that, but it seemed like it relied on some pretty old dependencies. We'll skip right down and we'll do actual wideband mono demodulation. And take this right here. Pull back up our other terminal. We'll do the composable app image again. I'm going to change it to 91.9. And since I don't want the WAV file outputted right here to user source, I'll go ahead and do the -O. And we'll put it in the home folder. I'll just again call it output. The nice thing about the app image is it's got everything compiled in, but I want to figure out how to build it against everything that's in DragonOS so we can start to use like SDR play equipment, hack RF, more than just the RTL-SDR. So let's see, let's take a look. Here we've got our output.wav file now, and let's open it with this.
Comes to this has been a big conversation among black officers. I'm wondering what you think as it relates to Latino.
All right, and then one more time here, let's do mentions it's experimental. We can do the FM stereo. Same deal, and if you want to see obviously what all the options are, you can spit it out here with the -H. Do the same thing. And there's a few more examples here. The PMR 446 scanner, output in 16 WAV files. That sounds pretty interesting. We've got something I was trying to build, but I've got to build the heli decoder. It's not available yet, but it's another way of decoding FSK data from a helicopter. You can read about it here and how to do this. The problem is once I get down to here, I'm not able to output the output.kml file until I figure out how to build the heli decode, and or the developer puts out an app image that has it already built. So see if I can get around to that. So that finished. Same deal. If we go back, it was created a new file, and now we have FM so it's in stereo. So there looks to be a lot of things that you can do with this one simple app image, and I just wanted to show that that's available in there. So all right, I hope next time I'll be able to use some SDR play equipment to maybe do the decoding that FSK on helicopter videos. Seems pretty interesting. So all right, thank you.